So pleased with how well you are sitting and ready for our performance. We're going to do a couple plays and then a couple songs. Our first show is The Gingerbread Man, and our actors are Rachel as the fox, Owen as the dog, Geisen as the farmer, Logan as the horse, Abigail as the cow, Alex as the old man, Maddie as the old woman, and Connor he went to lunch, so we'll hopefully he'll come back. Presenting The Gingerbread Man. A little old woman and a little old man lived all alone in a little old house. They were lonesome, for they had no little boys or girls to live with them. So one day the old woman said, so she stirred up the dough, rolled out the dough, pressed in a cookie cutter, and put the gingerbread man into the oven to bake. Then she sat down to rest and work on her knitting. Pretty soon the old man told her what he smelled.
You should check on that gingerbread man. He smells delicious.
So the old woman got up and peeped into the oven to see how the gingerbread man was baking. Well, out he jumped, and away he ran down the road, yelling. The old woman ran after him, the old man ran, but they couldn't catch him. By and by, he came to a cow. And the cow said,
"Stop, I want to eat you."
Oh, but the gingerbread man laughed and ran and called out. Well, they ran and ran, but they couldn't catch him. Pretty soon, the gingerbread man came to a horse. And the horse said,
Stop right there, huh? You look delicious. I want you to
oh, but the gingerbread man laughed and ran and called out. So pretty soon the gingerbread man came to a farmer. The farmer said, the gingerbread man once again laughed and ran and called out. Eventually the gingerbread man came to a dog. The dog too said,
stop. I want to eat you.
the gingerbread man one more time laughed and ran and called out. No one could catch him. They fell down exhausted.
I'm going to eat my meat for a while.
And by, the fox came to a river. The gingerbread man came to a river where he met a fox.
No.
The fox saw the gingerbread man, and the fox said, oh, the gingerbread man was afraid of the fox, but he was more afraid of the river. So the fox said, so the gingerbread man sat on the fox's tail, and away swam the fox. When they were halfway across, the fox stopped and said, so the gingerbread man got on the fox's back and they swam a little further. The fox stopped and said, so he got on the fox's head, swam some more. When they were almost across, the fox stopped and said, oh, the fox was afraid the gingerbread man was afraid of the fox, but more afraid of the water. So he got on the fox's nose. The fox jumped ashore, and snip, half the gingerbread man was gone. Snap, 3/4 of him was gone. Snip, snap, he was all gone. And that was the end of the gingerbread man. But then, the end.
Yay!
Children, I want off your costumes, and we're actually going to throw them in the hall real quick. Come back and get your new costumes on. Take your costumes off.